Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh man, I don't really know how to start this video. What's up with Ed Roth? Really? This is so funny to me because the last, not the last, but the next to the last video I released, I got this kit at an antique mall. Remember that? If you hadn't, go back, go back and watch it. I got this kit at the antique mall, and it said Ed Big Daddy Roth Outlaw. And so, in that video, as I was just showing these kits that I got, I'm like, I don't know who Ed Big Daddy Roth is, and boy, was that a big mistake. Because it's like, you don't know who Big Daddy Ed Roth is? And I'm like, no, I ain't never heard of him ever. Anyway, it really blew some people's mind. So this is so funny, and I knew I had to do a video about this because there's just people that there's famous people that we just assume everyone knows about, right? You know, like Big Daddy Don Garlits. Okay, there's a Big Daddy for you. Who doesn't know Big Daddy Don Garlits, right? I'm assuming that everybody knows who Big Daddy Don Garlits is. But this is Big Daddy Roth, or Ed Roth, Ed Big Daddy Roth. And I was just blown away by some of the comments that were in the comment section of that. And it was like, what? You don't know who Big Daddy Roth is? And today, I printed out some of these comments. I was laughing. There was one that I had to delete, and I'll kind of get to that one. But so here, I'm going to read a few of these, and you can laugh along with me, okay? You young... So, if this is your comment, you guys weren't being mean in these comments. I'm not going to say who wrote these comments, but I mean, if you guys are watching, more than likely you know what you wrote. But anyway, these are funny. But it's just like, give me a break, okay? All right, here we go. You young whippersnappers don't know about Ed Big Daddy Roth? Question mark. Quite the customizer he was. So I've heard. The next one. Dude! With exclamation points. Dude! You're showing your age. Well, I mean, you just ask me. I mean, I think I've mentioned before that I'm 44. I'll be 45 in October. I was born in 1976. Okay, give me a break. Dude, you're showing your age. Us old timers are well aware of Ed Big Daddy Roth. Yes, I'm glad to know that. But anyway, yeah, I know I'm showing my age. That's why I didn't know who he is, because I'm showing my age. I've never heard of this guy. He's pretty cool, I guess. I did some reading on Wikipedia today. Pretty good. I'm sorry, this is just funny to me. Next one. OMG! Exclamation point. You don't know who, fill in the blank. You don't know who Big Daddy Ed Roth is? And then he says, son, we need to get you out more. No, I mean, I get out. I know. I bet you that I could name someone that you guys don't know. What do you know about that? You don't need to get out more. Anyway, it's all fun. Next one. Ever heard the term rat fink? No? That's Big Daddy Roth. Well, good. I don't know either one of those names. Rat fink, although I have seen the picture of the big rat, the riding the cars. So anyway, let me finish this one. Ever heard of the term rat fink? That's Big Daddy Roth. You probably haven't heard of Carl Casper either. You're exactly right. I've never heard of Carl Casper. The only Casper I've ever heard of was a friendly ghost named Casper. Okay, here's another one. Wow. You never heard of Ed Roth? Rat Fink? And you build classic custom model kits? You dummy. You don't know who he is and you build model cars? No, I don't have any idea who he is except from today doing my little bit of research. I'm surprised it really just blew you guys' mind. I'm sorry. This is a public apology. I'm sorry I didn't know who he was. Okay. Here's another one. You don't know who Big Daddy Roth is? Can you call yourself a model car historian? No, I don't call myself a model car historian. I call myself a model car builder. I just, it's in a box. I just buy it and build it. I don't have to be a historian to build model cars. I got to read that one again. You don't know who Big Daddy Roth is? Can you call yourself a model car historian? I've never called myself a model car historian. I've done a few of those like history videos. By the way, time out real fast. If you guys like those few history, I did 2 or maybe 3 of those history videos. Like I did my best. Okay. I probably left out a lot. I know I did the 32 Ford Revell line from start to finish best I could for the 32 Fords from Revell, and I did it with also the AMT's 32 Ford, and I thought I did a third one. Maybe there's only 2, but if you guys like those, let me know. If you don't like them, I won't ever do another one. It's actually quite a bit of work that goes into that, but if you like those, I didn't mind doing them, and actually kind of found them, informative for myself. I never ran across, I guess if I had done one on the looks like a tea bucket, maybe I'd have ran across Ed Roth, Big Daddy Ed Roth on one of them, and I'd have learned something. But anyway, if you like those videos, let me know and I'll make some more. Here's another one. I've got 2 more. Please do a Google search on Ed Big Daddy Roth. He was quite a personality. I guess that you never heard of Rat Fink either. And again, those both were no. Or I never heard of Rat Fink. And I did do a Google search today, so I appreciate that. I Google searched him, and I got Wikipedia, and I got some pictures and some other things. And last but not least, you never heard of Big Daddy Ed Roth? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark. Only one of the icons of the car. I remember he wrote this one. This is so funny. He says, only one of the icons of the car world. I don't even know you. So anyway, I know who wrote that one, and it's funny. I won't call anybody's names. And these guys, these right here, no offense taken at all. I think this was a lot of fun. But there was one guy, and if you're watching this and you wrote this comment, I deleted your comment because it was mean. This one guy said, "You're ignorant if you don't know who Big Daddy Ed Roth is." And I was like, I'm ignorant? But I guess technically that kind of fits because, yeah, I guess I was ignorant. I think is ignorance, not dumb. Ignorant is like not knowing. So yeah, technically, I guess I am ignorant of Ed Roth. But the way you put it, you're like, you're ignorant if you don't know who Big Daddy Ed Roth is. Well, okay, thanks a lot. I deleted your comment. It was so nice. So I rarely delete comments unless they're like Japanese girls wanting you to click on. I definitely delete those. And there are just a select few that if they come in and they're like foul or vulgar, I'll usually get rid of those. But those, if you're mean, just go ahead, put the comment in there, and then watch how long it lasts. But anyway, yeah. So it was a lot of fun to read these comments and learn so much now about Big Daddy Ed Roth. I'm so glad that I was able to learn who he was. And if I hadn't have gone to the antique mall, I would have never known that. Whew, I'm glad I did that. Anyway, guys, that's really all I wanted to talk about. It's a lot of fun. Thanks, guys, for watching these videos. Thank you for commenting. I don't get my feelings hurt too easy, and if I do, I just delete your comment. But I coming up, I've got another build coming up, and it's a sneak peek. But I already said that I was going to build it. If you can see it, I don't know if you can. It's this 32 Ford Street Rod that James Maroon sent me. It was a tribute build for the United States Marine Corps. He wanted me to do that, and I'm going to do that. And today in the mail, I received some really cool decals. So I'm not going to show them all off, but there's some decals here that are going to look really nice on it. Going to do the marine paint scheme on it. That's going to look cool. Never done anything like that. And yeah, it's going good. I've just started. I got some primer. I haven't released that first video yet, but just a sneak peek here. Got some primer on it. Going to work on it a little bit. And thanks guys for watching this. And thanks for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't already, please go and subscribe. Thank you to all of you guys on the Facebook group. This thing has grown so much, and we're over 1,000 members, and it's growing steady, and I appreciate everything that you guys put on there. Yeah, it's just so much fun. Hey, by the way, thanks Steve, and I know you're watching. Steve is a major contributor to the Facebook group. I went through the other day and looked, and Steve, I'm not going to say your last name because I forget how to, Steve M. I forget how to pronounce your last name, but Monty. Okay, Steve Monty. I remember now. That's not how you pronounce his entire last name. That's short for Steve's last name. But anyway, Steve contributes so much to the channel. Thank you, Steve. I was looking the other day on the statistics of the channel, or the Facebook group rather, and Steve had like overwhelmingly outposted everyone out of the over 1,000 members. Steve's knocking it out of the park. So thanks for those great gasser builds that you do, Steve. And yes, that Darrell Waltrip car too. It looked pretty nice. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to go to my friend Mark's website, Hobby Nut Models, and pick you up a kit. You might find one of these, or one of these, or one of these, or one of these, or one of these. You may find a kit that you haven't seen in a long time. Mark's inventory is always changing, and he keeps getting these kits that have been on someone's shelf, and he acquires these and he sells them. So great inventory over there at Hobby Nut Models. Go over and check it out. Link to in the description for the Facebook group and to Hobby Nut Models. So go check out Mark's inventory over there. Buy something and support our little guys. The big box, the Hobby Lobbies, Amazon, places like that, unfortunately, tend to put these guys under because of, honestly, it's because they can sell cheaper. But anyway, go over there and check those out. This is not a sales pitch. It's not anything like that. I just want you guys, we need to support local, or if not local, the little man. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. That's all I got. And soon we'll be looking at this 32 with a cool paint job on it. Tribute car for the Marines. And that's all I got. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. And you take care. See you next time.